Hi everyone, welcome to Manifest Your Quest. And today I have a wonderful guest before me. Let me first introduce myself. I'm Rashi. I'm an astrologer, I'm a tarot reader, I'm a life coach, a manifestation coach actually. But today I have a wonderful person before me. Let me first introduce him. Kenneth Pinto. He has over 20 years of experience in one of the biggest hospitality, one of the biggest hospitality group. That is one of the iconic group, the Taj Group of Hotels. Kenneth has been working in operations and later on moved on with training. But what I am really fascinated about Kenneth is he is into horse racing as a sports. This is something so interesting. I found it so beautiful. And here we have Kenneth, who has been a workaholic. He calls himself a workaholic. And now he believes that fun is all that he can think of. So it's beautiful to have you here, Kenneth. And today, since we have you, let's get on with first, let me ask about you. How do you describe yourself, if you would want to describe yourself in a song or a quote?
Okay, so thank you, Rashi, for having me on this program. I would describe myself as a person who takes on challenges, loves challenges, and has the ability to overcome anything. So that's a quote I live by, and I practice it in everything that I do.
Isn't that remarkable? Quite an interesting thing, actually. And I feel that whatever I have heard and known about you, I think actually you live by it, the quote that you have actually told me, right?
Yes.
So, Kenneth, how have your journey all these years been like?
So, Rashi, I would be telling you a lie if I said that, life is hunky dory, fun, and a great ride. But, like, I guess for every single person, all of us have ups and downs. Every one of us faces challenges. And as I told you, I love challenges. So, every time I fall, I get up and start running again. And I believe also that nothing can be. We go through life in waves, and there's nothing to be dejected about. Sometimes you want something, you don't get it, but it's perfectly okay. And I sincerely believe that God has a hand in everything, and He knows what's best for you, and what time and when to give it to you. So I'm also spiritual, and I think a lot about the hand of God.
That was very wonderfully said, Kenneth. I must say that. You have so magnificently described yourself that actually our life is all about ups and downs. And I believe that our life itself is a big lesson, big school in itself, right? We keep learning from our own experiences. This is what life is all about. So,
Yeah,
yes, if this wasn't there, then how would we spice up ourselves, our lives, and all, right?
yeah,
If we didn't have a lows, if we didn't had those highs, and I
yeah.
understand you had your highs as well as your lows.
Those. Yeah, it would be very boring, I guess.
True, true. It is said that people who have a very comfortable and a life full of comforts and pleasures, they live a very depressive life. Their own mental state is quite depressed. So perhaps this is why life throws at us different kind of challenges for us to grow and to evolve every moment and every day, become a better person, right?
Absolutely, Rashi. I think what you're saying makes a lot of sense. I would hate to think like life is always smooth sailing and predictable. The very fact that it is unpredictable makes it exciting, and keep
Absolutely.
looking forward to waiting to see what is in store for you.
Uh-huh.
And as you rightly said, you know, many of the challenges give you such a high after that. I can't tell you. The moment you conquer something, uh, you're on a different planet. And I hate to think, when I go look back and I think to myself, if it was smooth sailing, I would not be happy. Yeah.
Isn't that incredible, guys? What he's telling you, I really loved the way you described it. When you conquer something, you're on a different planet altogether. And I think every one of the viewer here is going to connect to what you are saying, Kenneth.
Yeah.
So the next thing that I want to ask here is, what is it in your life that you find enriching, entertaining, and uh, most
Uh,
interesting?
So let me take it one by one. We'll say what is entertaining for me. I love partying. I love friends. But when I say partying is not going to any bash and mixing around with different people. I like a very close circle of friends whom I'm very comfortable with, sharing, enjoying myself, and that's the entertainment part. And when you ask me what makes life interesting to me, I love, as I told you, horse racing, and that really gives me a high. It's an adrenaline rush, and even though I'm not a gambler, I like it for the sport.
That's a rich man's sports, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is, and it is a very very rich man's sport. But I promise you that I know my limits, and I've been racing now for 40 years. And I'm still going to the race course means I know how to manage myself. Lots of people get ruined there, but and I look forward to the next years of my life spending on the race course also.
Isn't that wonderful, guys? I still remember here in Mahalakshmi, I have visited twice or thrice, though that race course, and it was so like adrenaline, you know, pushing through my body. I can't tell you, it was like so much of excitement, so much of thrill, and I can see that those thrilling moments in the eyes of everyone around. But the best
Wow.
part was, what I felt was so much of hard work and so much of dedication going behind the scene. Just that moment of race is not enough. What went behind that, so much of hard work and so much of persistence and so much of effort behind that racing is what was I thinking at that point of time.
You're absolutely right, Rashi. And I must congratulate you when you say that you went there twice or thrice and you picked up so much about racing. There's so much of hard work that goes in by the trainers, jockeys, the sizes, the preparation which goes on for months for a race. And I don't know whether you went there for the Derby. It's the mother of all races in the country. The Derby at Mahalakshmi is, a dream. And I have been there, I think, more than eight times, yeah, to witness the Bombay races. Made a special trip and just to watch that race.
I don't remember exactly whether, I think it was not a derby, but something very similar, or I think derby was about to begin or something like that, because people definitely had come in all the beautiful hats and colors. It was normally in February or March, right? February end or March, somewhere like that, if I remember
First week of
correctly.
February.
Yeah, yeah. So I think maybe practice or something. I don't remember exactly. It has been some time back now, around 7 years back or so. So it's very interesting. I have never met a lot of people who are into this kind of sports. So so this is something which is very entertaining for you. I hope this is also enriching for you as well. I understand, since
Yes,
this you were telling me that this runs in your blood, right?
yes. And many times I miss out on other opportunities just to go to the race course
Uh-huh.
and see those. So
So these
lots of
moments
fun
are
there.
very important for you, bus moments that we call.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So tell me, Kenneth, do you believe in manifestation? Since I'm a manifestation coach, this is something which perhaps you knew that this is coming, right?
Yeah. So, Rashi, yes, I do believe in manifestation, though I never knew the word was connected with what I I wanted in my life. But I have done a bit of reading also, and heard about manifestation more so because I've done my Reiki, and my teacher told me about manifestation then, and he said whatever you want and whatever you believe in is going to happen in your life. So at the
You
back
are
of
a
my mind, it was
Reiki,
like,
you are a Reiki grandmaster as well, right?
yeah, but I don't practice, unfortunately.
But you were there at that level. So that
Yes,
actually calls for an applaud. I'm sure
thank you.
many here would who is into Reiki and manifestation would actually love this.
Thank you.
Yeah, you were
Thank you.
telling me something. I'm sorry to cut on that. I cut you on that.
Yeah. So, you know, lots of things that I wanted in my life, which I really craved for and thought I would never get it sometimes, happened. And I still remember, as a little kid, when I was in the third standard, and I wanted to be the house captain for the house. And it was sports day, and I was not chosen as the house captain. And I would go home because we used to do the march past and stuff. And I told my mother I'm going to be the house captain and marched in front of her and told her a whole lot of things, and she didn't believe me. And on the sports day, the captain fell sick, and I was designated as the captain, and I had to lead the team in the march past. Uh, I cannot tell you what a high I was in on that day. Unbelievable, where little kids, who are younger than me, 6 and 7 year old, wanting to touch the house captain and say like, "Wow, we touched the house captain." It was an amazing feeling, and I can't tell you. Now, since then, there have been a lot of things in my life which I wanted and got. Some of them were small, and some of them were big, and some of them have been life changing for me also. Yeah, so when I look back on, I never realized it was a manifestation, and how strong that desire to get that certain thing was. But when I received it, of course, being a spiritual person, I thought I prayed for it and God gave it to me. Yeah. But as you say, it's the more power we put into it, and the more we think about it and think we've already got it, it's going to happen in our life. And yeah, and talking to you makes me believe I think manifestations are there.
That's so nice. And I think I really love the story that you were talking about being a house captain and how you have really manifested so many things in all these years, as you were talking about. And so beautifully, actually, you have talked about, it's quite impressive. And in fact, I think most of the people here will connect to you, seriously connect to you.
Yeah.
So, as I was about to, so your childhood dream you have manifested your childhood dream as well, right? But tell
Yes.
me, tell me, uh, what have you, how have you been manifest the things that you really wanted in your life? Like, what was it? You were, I'm talking about passion, manifestation, your passion. How did they all come together? Do you think that I am being slightly illogical, bringing both the subjects together, passion and manifestation? But I truly believe if you're passionate about something, your being passionate about something and manifestation, they coexist. Somehow there is a state and a vibration where you want something and you are passionate about it. Somehow that will happen to you. So, have you ever experienced anything like this?
Yes, Rashi, I would say yes. I told
Wow!
you,
Now my viewers are all ears. Come on, guys! Come on, hear it.
I told you racing was my passion, and I used to go there. And I'm a member of the Bangalore Race Club, and I always wanted to be on the managing committee of the club.
Oh
I
my
used to
God!
dream many times that I'm walking out onto the racetrack, I'm giving trophies, people are congratulating me, and it became true. I was on the committee for 3 terms, yeah, as a steward and a decision maker, and I've given away I do not know how many trophies to uh, horse owners, including the Punavalas from yeah,
So we
and
have a
had an
distinguished guest actually here.
occasion to sit around with them and chat to them, and they used to be in the same room as us having lunch together. So right from Zaware and Cyrus and his son Abeshir. So yeah, it has been a real dream, and I think if it was not for the passion that I had, there are so many other people who are members of the club, but their aspirations are different. And I had this: I want to be on the managing committee, and I was. I still have one more manifestation which I hope comes true, and that is to be the chairman of the club one day. I hope it happens.
I'm sure you have already manifested so many things for yourself. So
Yeah.
this is quite a small thing, I feel. Not a great,
No, it's a
not
big
something
thing.
great.
It's a big thing because it's also a political position.
Okay. I hope,
Yeah.
Kenneth, you're going to invite me to one of your races if you come on that chairman position.
Yeah, you're most welcome. Bangalore anytime. I don't have too much of influence in the other clubs.
That's wonderful. Um, okay, Kenneth, we understand that you have really manifested. What about your like your early years, about your career? Did you feel anywhere that all these, like, there has been some kind of coming together of your passion, your persistence, and manifestation together, your hard work, and you know, did it come
Uh,
together anytime?
Rashi, I would say that it came together because, when I worked in the Taj, uh, my belief has always been I'm a
How did you get
perfectionist.
into Taj? Was it like a like just like that you got into it, or was it your
No,
dream? Or
no. I did my hotel management, and it's everybody's dream at that point of time, 40 years back, to work with the Taj Hotels. And out of a class of 160, only 8 people were selected. So it was a big thing. And to be honest with you, I'm only 5'5", South Indian, and yet to make it in to work with that group was uh, something else. Uh, and I think what took me there was when the interview panel, they saw that I was not only a topper in class, but attendance always there, best student of the year, best in cookery, uh, best in flower arrangements. So I think it was a no-brainer for them. And for me, I really felt that the hard work paid. And I used to work really hard, go back from college and sit with my books. So it was a big thing. Now coming back, when I came back to Bangalore, one of the challenges that I had was I was given a restaurant which was doing like zilch business. There were hardly 6 people coming for lunch and 15 people for dinner. And the challenge my manager threw to me was, he says, Kenneth, can you turn this around? And in a year's time, that restaurant became the most popular restaurant with lots of guests coming in, the who's who of Bangalore. I used to have Azim Premji, Vijay Mallya, the BPL Nambiars, the chairman of Hindustan Lever who was in Bangalore, all the top shots.
So what did
used to
you
come
do
there.
about it? The change that you brought?
Yeah. And you know, surprisingly enough, it was called the Jockey Club with horses all over. So when you talk about manifestation and my passion, I couldn't have asked for more. The first place that I was put as a manager was Jockey Club, and all around the horses, horseshoes, and lots of racing people used to come there, including Malia. Though he gave me a
That's
very hard
quite
time.
remarkable, I must say. Quite remarkable. Yeah, yeah, please carry on. I'm sorry.
If you talk about manifestation, I think is it passion and manifestation. There were so many restaurants in the hotel, but of all places, I got put in this place.
Wonderful, isn't it? Uh, okay, tell me, Kenneth, what was that eureka moment for you that sparked in your life?
Uh, there are several Rashi defining moments in my life. If I look back, and if you
Which
just ask me
one would
to
you? Yes,
mention one, do you want something that happened recently or something that happened in the past?
totally upon you. How would you want my viewers to take away something really wonderful?
So, let me tell you about my journey to be elected in the race club. And it's it's replete with people who are there are only 350 members in the club, and to get in it was extremely difficult, and to stand for election was something else, because those 350 members have to vote for you, and if you don't get in, then it's a very tough election, and everybody is lobbying, everybody is doing a lot of things, and I stood for election the first time and topped the list to get in. And I think that was something which was unbelievable, if I call it. Uh, First of all, this is a newbie, young guy. Uh, Everyone is like established business people, uh, having companies which are over 1,000 crores, old business houses in Bangalore, the who's who, and to stand and challenge them and still win was but it taught me one is a very important thing. So my personal belief is that you should never let it go to your head and still be grounded.
Mm-hmm. That's actually true. We need to be grounded and staying grounded. We can think about things much higher in the sky. We can really reach out to them if we want to, if we have that dream and passion too, right? Yes. So, what is that piece of advice? As you started in the beginning with that quote of yours, I would like to ask you, what is that piece of advice for my viewers that you would give when life throws unprecedented scenarios and challenges at them? How should they deal with it?
Okay. So I'll give you a personal example when challenges happen. Uh, I've learned one thing is never to react but to respond. And sometimes if you when it comes hurtling at you, it's pretty unnerving. And the first time it happened to me, I was really thrown off balance. But over a period of time, the learning that came to me was, as I said to you, nothing is going to go smoothly. You're going to have ups and downs in life. When you're thrown with a challenge, one of the things is to sit, assess it, see what are the options that you have, and then take a decision which is suitable. Now, if you ask me, are all the decisions that I've taken after doing this correct or not? The answer is no. But the feeling I get is that in at least 60-70% of the decisions I took based on this principle, uh, I definitely feel they were good decisions.
So you are actually happy with most of your decisions, right?
Most of my decisions, yeah. And the principle that I would like to share is that don't react, but respond.
Respond. Isn't that actually a very beautiful way of seeing life? And because today, when we are sitting in the midst of pandemic, we don't know how to react, how to behave. Things are actually the way things are. So we don't know how to respond to the situation. Exactly, right? So
Yeah,
you are actually telling them, yeah, don't react in the situation. Wait patiently and see how things are going to turn out, right? Okay. So it's so wonderful talking to you, Kenneth, and it has been such a long, we did not even realize that we have already been around half an hour down the line in the interview. So let me ask you some rapid fire quick questions. Like, which is your favorite book? You can't think a lot.
favorite book is the 1 Minute
1 minute?
Manager.
Uh-huh. Good. So what is that book about? Can I quickly ask?
Yeah, it tells you that decision making has to be done fast, and you need to value a human being more than the outcome that is there. And he talks about 1 minute praise, 1 minute, you know, appreciation, and stuff like that, which I think changed my life completely. When you start
So
appreciating people, they work with a different passion.
I feel that, whenever I'll tell you what I have been to the hotels that you were into. So I have felt this kind of etiquette and behavior in each one of them. The what you are talking about, the way the hospitality industry is normally like this, but especially the Taj Group, I have seen what you're saying. It comes down, all of you,
Filtered.
all everyone is so. You were saying right now, 1 minute manager, they take decisions very quickly and they really respect people and they value people more than the outcomes. What you were saying, sir. So I really felt that, in whenever we have been there.
Yeah. And it's across the board. You go to any hotel and you'll find the same experience.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
it is a culture of the organization.
Of the I think Tata Groups itself, right? Yes, I know. That's really that is something which is ingrained by Ratan Tata himself, I think, because it comes from the top. This is what I understand.
JRD,
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 oh beautiful. That's even remarkable. That is even more impressive and outstanding, I would say.
I had the opportunity of looking after JRD many times.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Like you have been in the company of the wonderful people, the top notches, wonderful. So, what will you say? What is your favorite food since you have been in the hotel industry and you can cook so well?
Yeah,
So,
Rashi will be surprised, but I still like the South Indian thali. And so the
I'm
Maharashtrian one
not
as well.
surprised at all. I'm not at all
Gujarati is
surprised.
also wow. You know,
No, I can totally resonate with you. Like people at the end of the day, what is their favorite food? For me, it is like rice, dal, And, that is what I would say.
Comfort food.
Sorry?
Comfort food.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. It is. You love that. I still remember whenever we used to travel and come back, we would tell our maid, please get us, chawal dal. And, we don't need, something elaborate, just simple chawal dal is what we need. I can totally resonate with you. So, but tell me, since you're a hotelier, so I would love to know that since you cook also, what is the favorite food that you cook for yourself, that you really love cooking and eating? अपने हाथ का बनाया हुआ types, खुद का.
I like to cook
Sorry?
continental food.
What exactly is your
It's
favorite?
European
European?
and French.
I need to taste that perhaps because I don't know whether I had had it or not. I'm not too sure. So, who do you believe is your biggest critic? Tell me.
The biggest critic is my mom.
Okay.
Still, I have not grown up from her. I'm 63 years old. She treats me like a kid.
I can believe it. I understand. So, what is your favorite travel destination?
Favorite travel? Yeah. If you ask me, I still like Goa very much. And I love to go there.
Oh, we should go this way. Actually, not this way. I love Goa too a lot. Are you an outdoor person? Yes, you said that you are an outdoor person, right? Okay. So, what is it that that brings spice to your life? What is it that actually, keeps you going, that gives you energy? What is it?
Yeah. It's old classmates and school friends. They really give me a high because they remember all the naughty things that you did.
And you literally live those years.
Yeah, you live those years again. All the foolish things that you did, even romantic. So, so it's lovely talking to them. It just takes you into a different world. And thanks to social media and WhatsApp and telephone calls, which are inexpensive these days, it's a luxury that all of us can afford.
I think Zoom has been a very good invention. And through Zoom, we can actually connect to those old days and, transport ourselves to those days, right?
Yeah.
When we are with our friends, talking about the old times and really relive those times. And Kenneth, it has been a wonderful conversation. Thank you so much for being here with me on Manifest Your Quest. Guys, keep liking, subscribing to my channel. And if you like this channel, keep sharing it as well. Put on the bell button as well. And guys, here, Kenneth, please share as much as possible this inspiring and wonderful conversation, my conversation with Kenneth. So keep manifesting. Kenneth, do you have any last takeaways for my viewers here?
Rashi, I need to thank you for this show of yours. It has been a privilege and an honor. And I hope whatever I've said resonates with your group and they have some takeaways from it. I'm sure they'll relate to a lot of things that we have spoken about. And all I can say is, after talking to you, is start manifesting more. Yeah. And I'm sure your life is going to change dramatically. Thank you so much.
That was wonderfully said, Kenneth. And I will not hold you people also back anymore. Keep coming back for more manifestation, inspiration. See, people are manifesting all over the world, every time, every moment. So we just need to think it right, the way we need to be in a high vibration state and keep manifesting for ourselves. So, guys, keep manifesting, manifest your quest, and keep coming back. Bye bye for now.